Hi guys, QR Comics here, using a different headset, but the sound figures, the sound is not going to come from the headset. It's going to come from the microphone in front of me here. This one, yeah. I just want to talk about a few things. Yeah, I should say talk about things. Yeah, I feel like it should be a backpack review. I can do that. I have my backpack, right? I have a backpack right here. This one is I got it from Amazon. Bought it on Amazon. It is a pretty okay backpack. Straps are all right. They have the little reflective things on there, and you have three compartments. You have a big one, a medium-sized one, and a small one right there. Yeah, and one of my favorite things about it, the reason I bought it, was this shoe compartment. This thing at the end, you see this right here? Yeah, the zipper right there. That's for shoes. See, I'm demonstrating right now. Take this, you open that up, and you put some shoes. So we got these nice off-brand shoes that I bought from a place. Off-brand shoes. You put the shoes inside the backpack. All right, let's see here. No, wrong one. Yeah, over here. Off-brand shoes inside the backpack. Okay. Tuck in the laces, of course. Zip them up real nice, and there you go. Now the backpack shoes are in the backpack. You see, right there, and they're in there. So that's nice. The problem is, there's a few problems though, of course. Like with any backpack of any kind, eventually they wear out, and it's starting to wear out. You can see the thing starting, the stuff right there starting to wear out. Also, one of the zippers no longer works. It has two zippers. That one works. All right, there's one right there that's come off. And that combined with certain things going on at my job right now has made me want to switch over to something else. Something else. So let me just show you what I've switched to. This is to what I call the Hope Tote. Okay, Hope Tote. I drew on it too. I like to draw stuff, so I drew on it as well. You have here, see, drawing of the tote. So that's see-through. You see my character putting food into a trash can, and it says seed. And then you see a homeless family saying thanks and eating. And you see behind it the homeless family in the faith field. I'll call it in the faith. I call it the faith field. Where the seed goes. A large building that says clear bags only. Right? So yeah, basically, stuff like this is what's allowed at places like those. So yeah, it's definitely a step of faith in ways for the job I may be getting eventually very soon. Maybe getting soon. Yeah, so that's how it goes. But anyway, the tote is an interesting thing. This tote, I made it from, I even got a water, it's water thing in there. Still working on it, because I might actually figure out how to make a see-through one, so it's no doubt there's nothing not see-through. But yeah, there's a lot of packing tape on here. This is from a old black, clear backpack. My mom has a bunch of those. She has like at least three black, two black clear backpacks, one pink clear backpack, several other things. Several other rolling backpacks that have all basically either worn out or she's doesn't want to use them anymore. So yeah, I took the handle from one of those backpacks and taped it on to and wired it onto a tote. Yeah, I used to do that a long time ago when I worked at a place like Amazon. Amazon. I did that a long time ago, and this thing is perfect for this stuff. It definitely is different, definitely different, but it's perfect for that job. It'll work just fine at my current job because I can put a pair of shoes in here as well. I need to consolidate enough to put a pair of shoes in here so that I can switch to those work shoes. So I can have social distance shoes when I'm working at my current job. And so yeah, I got my writing stuff. Open it up. my writing stuff, my writing stuff and drawing stuff, my sketchbook that my sister got me for Christmas, right here. Yeah, I got all my other stuff. Hat, vest, reflective vest, charging cable, wires. Charging cable? Check out my charging cable. Check out it. Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, my charging cable. Right here. So yeah, got all that stuff in there. Because I need that stuff. And a new pencil case. It's like cute little guys. I was looking for ones like these that are metal, so they're strong enough to be squished, to be have stuff on top of them, and they'll be squished, not get squished and not hurt the damage the pencils. So very nice. So yeah, so that's a good one. Oh, tote, hanging out. It's my current new backpack replacement, and it's also not gonna be. It's cool because it's not. I had an accidental adventure with it, basically. My mom and I planned to meet near her job, so when I got up, I woke up later than I was supposed to, so I was like, oh shoot, I got all ready, just like waiting for her and me, so I got up, I got all ready to go and texted mom saying I'm gonna get over to her job so we can meet up with her and we can go have our adventure and hang out and figure out what we're supposed to do when we come home. And so I got everything ready. I was walking down the street and I was just like, oh my gosh, why does my back feel so light and free? Oh, because I'm dragging my stuff behind me instead of having it on my back. That's very nice. I like that. Second, then I got onto the bus. They'll put the thing right next to me, just hanging out like that, hanging out, no big deal. Okay. And then I was able to get on all the way to where mom's job is, and basically walk over there with this thing. And then I saw it. Usually she's hanging out in the coffee shop near there. Shop, that's what's attached. That's near there, and she wasn't in there. So I was like, okay, bought a coffee, and I was like, oh crap. Tried texting her, find out what's going on. There wasn't giving me much good answers. Didn't really get any answers at all. And then finally, it was like, hey, it's like maybe she, this place is close to where she works. Maybe she doesn't want to hang out here. Maybe she want to hang out at there's a McDonald's down the street. Then she wants to hang out there because that's usually where because that's someplace different. That she likes to hang out. Sometimes we hung out a little while ago there. So I was like, I went over there. She wasn't there. And I was like, okay, these prices are ridiculous. I saw that I had didn't have much money in my account, so I'm just like, okay, I'm not paying trying to buy a meal at McDonald's with that little bit of money in my account. So I left there, went and got some stuff at the dollar store nearby, including this giant water, which I could use to replace this thing here once it's empty. Yeah, perfect. Then. And off-brand Pringles, and then I went to the bus stop and bus train center and stop and everything. Got on there and basically, finally got text. My mom was like, "Yeah, I came home. We're going to do some online exercise and stuff." I was like, "Oh shoot, yeah, walk away the pounds." I was like, "Oh shoot, yeah." Realized that. I was like, "Oh no, the plans changed at the last second. Not at the last second, but we decided to change the plans after a little bit. Yeah, and also, the issue, she worked till like 12. I woke up at 11, 12 o'clock, and we may have passed each other with the buses. So I was like, oh my gosh. She was all tired, so it was a little longer than she thought she was working, so she may have gone to sleep, took a nap. That's why she didn't respond. I was like, oh, shoot. So, accidental adventure, but it was a great mini voyage for this guy. And it worked just fine. And also very nice. And the cool thing is, like, we used to use these. They're very nice and clean. Hard for any infestations to happen with these. If bugs get inside here, you simply dump everything out, clean it out with soapy water, and then let it dry it out, and it'll be all good. So it's water resistant to plastic, and very nice. Just a little different. I'm getting used to it. I'll see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube TV, and we'll talk about more of this stuff.